Listen, 100 yards today, baby. Yeah, Ricky.
All summer long for this college football on the campus of the Penn State University, and today over 100,000 are gathered to watch their favorite Nittany Lions take on the Owls of Temple. On the campus of Penn State University, it's the Big East against the Big Ten as both teams get their 2003 season started.
Sold out, but still enthusiastic today and ready for college football. This man has been fired up and told us yesterday it's time enough to get rid of camp and get set for games. You get a little bit bored during college football training, and now we're ready to play as Joe Pa takes a look ahead. It's the football first. Interestingly, John, Temple won the toss, but they've got that good defense over the last couple of years, so they defer. Temple looking for its first ever win here at Beaver Stadium, and this game is underway. And fielded on a very short kick at the quarterback, number 7, Zack Mills, who had a rough go at it in the bowl game against Auburn, but his coach has been playing him up during the offseason and giving him the confidence he needs. A left-handed throwing quarterback, and they'll open in a familiar eye for Penn State. And you may recognize number 12. He's a quarterback, he's a receiver, he's a punt returner, he's Michael Robinson. Backs and receivers, TJ says he's more serious about his game this year, and that might make a big difference because they're going to need him to catch footballs and lead this team. And you talked about the O-line, John.
Yeah, the guys up front have to make it happen. The center, David Kosla out of Lansdale, PA, the fifth-year senior, he'll have to lead that group.
Smart kid, strong GPA. The type of leader that Paterno has been hoping for a while in their front line. On second down, Mills on a quick drop, and that one nearly picked off by Temple. Penn State in third and long, and Mills a quick drop and a slant over the middle, and it's incomplete. And for one decision to start on defense first instead of on offense. Campanos will punt from around his 15. It's a short kick to be fielded at the 35. And Temple's going to have great field position to start this drive and more. The Owls are going to
get some rhythm as a quarterback.
A shorter field to work with on the opening possession of the 2003 season. And McGann will give it to the back, and a good gain in 5 yards on the first running play for Temple. McGann, a little shovel pass. This one smelled out nicely by the Penn State Temple. In the meantime, Penn State's front four. We'll see the kid out of Teaneck, New Jersey, in a lot of plays today. He's very active up front and expected to do a lot for Penn State. Their backers, well, it's linebacker U. That shouldn't surprise us. Good young man and a good player in Gino Capone, who heads up the linebacking core. And there's your secondary in a 4-3.
Yaakov Yisrael does a nice job. He's coming back from a big injury, though, anterior cruciate ligament in his left knee, but now he's 100%, and Tom Bradley has tremendous confidence in him.
And let's see if the secondary is challenged here on third and still 5. Single back for Temple, and McGann on the quick release. And it's broken up, and it'll be fourth down for Temple.
Make it tough on Zack Mills to move the football effectively.
3 and out the first time for Mills. Let's see what happens on the second series.
Yeah, that's right.
He called upon to provide some leadership in the backfield. He gets the football again. He's very close to a Penn State first down. Here in high school in the state of Ohio coming at you. Huge guy. It's Michael Robinson trying to drag a tackler with him close to a first down. It's 263. Robinson, Paterno says we owe it to him to play quarterback. And this is the fine fullback.
65 pounds, but the thing that the offensive coaches like so much about him is he can run with the football when he gets it, and he can block. As you said, his frame, Franny Ganter loves to put the ball on his underneath his arm and make him block for those running backs and quarterbacks.
And he helps give Penn State another first down, and this time Robinson will throw the ball if he can get loose, and he does. And Robinson looking for a receiver all the way downfield, incomplete, but Mike Robinson go today. Let's see if Temple can make a stop on 3rd and 10. Mills has got time, but incomplete.
That may change, but he didn't want to go into those houses and lie to anybody.
In fact, Temple has its home opener next week at the home of the Philadelphia Eagles, and he'll operate from the gun again. All by himself, looks for the first down. A tough catch, incomplete. Players affected by the crowd yet, in your opinion?
Not at all. I think they're playing great, except for right now. We get a tip ball on the block kick.
And Penn State's going to get the football inside the 35. Well, the subject was special teams.
Derek Wake will come from the top of your screen. He just gets a hand on the football right there, his right arm extended. He's only going to play a certain amount of plays today, but Joe Paterno's glad he's out there for that one. An excellent job, a great effort on special teams. Watch him attack the football, try to get it on the ground, and a big play on special teams. We just talked about it. Special teams not rearing its head in good or bad ways. That time a bad way for Temple.
Just 32 yards away from the first score of the game, and Mills wants to look for 6 perhaps. Now he's back pedaling. He's going to get sacked for a loss of 9.
Football on 3rd and long.
Dave saying, give me the football back. We'll get something going this time. Penn State on 3rd and 12 to the sidelines. Incomplete. 51 yards out for the first points of the 2003 season. And instead, Penn State comes away with nothing. And Fenton will get the football, trying to go the near sideline. Good gain, and McCone and Fenton's got the first. Penn State finds itself in position to make another big play like it did moments ago. Worked the first time, again to the running back. Back-to-back running plays. They'll try it again, this time in the backfield. 5:25 of the first quarter. And again to the sidelines. It'll be close to a first down. Must get to the Penn State 21. It's a quarterback draw, and McGann's got it. McGann will give him to Fenton, running on the outside. This is a very good-looking drive. 3rd down, ball is fumbled. Just as soon as I mentioned that fact. And that kick is no good. Perhaps the last play of the opening quarter. It's been a good quarter for Temple defensively. Mills on the rollout. It's going to be pass interference coming up against Temple. And that will prolong this quarter.
Pass interference by the defense. The ball will be played.
And he led his team out against Miami to open a season a couple of years ago. I had a chance to speak.
Just a terrific piece.
Really moved this Penn State crowd and all those that support Penn State football. Mills finds a receiver. That might be good enough for a first down. On this set of downs, it's the pitch back to the fullback. A gain of 2 puts it at 2nd and 8, and Mills looking to throw. Got a man wide open. It's Tony Johnson. That is a Penn State touchdown. I believe you said earlier, look for a Penn State big play.
Well, you hack into it. Zack Mills has to start throwing the football more in this 2nd quarter. And why not go to your home run guy? And Tony Johnson, he had 34 catches. He's wide open. And what a beautiful ball by Zack Mills. Hit Tony right in stride. He goes in for his first touchdown of the 2003 season.
Territory, and that has haunted them so far here in the opening game of 03. Walter Washington is your quarterback. He fakes to the running back, and that fake fooled nobody.
Bronson, the top of your screen, number 87, staying at home. He did a nice job of keeping his body to the outside, and actually,
off the straight drop, he will keep the football. He'll look for the first down. He's got the first down. Washington in at quarterback. You'll see a lot of both today. Here's Fenton trying to get right around the fake. Here's Washington keeping the football. And Washington still has the football, able to break one and tuning the show for the school out of Philly. And off the blitz, he gets rid of the football, incomplete, but boy, he got slammed down in about 40 plays. But watch him come from his position.
Yeah, it's the right side of your screen. There's only so many people the offensive
ways, and then suddenly you get fatigued. But during camp, he's shown some pretty good signs of being able to make it go out there. And, of course, the coaches want to see him out there. Even with the time of possession favoring the Owls, shutout so far here in the first half and wasted opportunities. Little flea flicker action. Robinson looks for Mills. It's a play that Bobby 45 times a game this year, which is unlikely, but I'm sure it didn't displease Zack Mills. The whole idea of doing that would be kind of fun. One broken tackle, maybe a second, and that's the much heralded Austin Scott. So many young guys here who have gotten through camp and now get a chance to play some real football. Third down, Mills will run for the first down. Mills will
on that defense, and they're getting better and better.
And John, they're going to have to help Temple stay in this game because the offense hasn't done much.
Getting the right gaps and doing what you're told.
He'd like to see a stop here on 3rd and long. Mills shuffling out of the pocket and looking for a receiver, and still looking, and Mills is going to be 5 yards a carry. But Temple operates deep in its own territory, cannot afford a mistake. Again, trying to set up a bit of a screen. Not much there. It's how the linebackers that Penn State has produced over the years, and they produced a bunch. Man wide open. It's Cobb. It's a first down and a bullet. Missouri hoping to make something happen this year as Ron Turner's Illinois team gets off to an 0-1 start. A big hole up the middle. Not his chances here, but Temple needs to get points. With the fake, he's looking for 6. That's McGann. He's got a man out there and missing him by a step down for play. McGann does that. And the ball is dropped. Ringwalski's had one blocked. He'll try to pooch this one. And that one lands at the 14. He's got a couple of guys he can hand off to, and let's see what Mills looks to do. He'll throw a safe pass out to the sidelines, and it's caught. It's kicked to Palmer on the receiving end.
Well, long throw by number 7, Zack Mills, from the far hash to the near sideline here. Just a terrific bullet on the outside, and it wasn't bad coverage, number 35.
Remember, Temple with just one timeout to work with. They'll go to Upton. Upton working his way closer. Owls could use a stop here to get the ball back. Mills looks for a short route. It's to Upton. Upton looks for the first down.
Seconds left. Let's see what they have in store for Penn State here.
And he's got 3 receivers. John to the far side, 1 to the near side. McGann looks to the near side. Is the ball caught inbounds? It is. Nothing happening on that play. 2nd and 10. McGann over the middle. He's got a man. The ball is caught inside the 35. It's Terrence Stubbs. Now the fans start to work their way in the game. They'll go with a running play to Fenton, and Fenton's got some room. He's trying to bounce to the outside. He's still going. First down, look for the end zone. McGann will do just that, going for the touchdown. And with 2 seconds remaining, it's incomplete. Kick is on its way. It's good. Temple got the ball back with about a minute to go and made something happen. And the lightest football player in college football Division 1A is coming up big and strong right now for the Owls. The first half in the books. The bomb from Mills to Johnson's the difference, but credit Temple for hanging around on the running of McConan Fenton and Walter Washington.
And they'll be going against the wind. It seems like the nicer the day has gotten, the more wind is picked up, and Temple will be going into the wind.
This one toward the goal line, but returnable. And a nice return.
Once or twice. Yeah, you can count on that.
Owls start the second half with the football. McConan Fenton was the big-time ball carrier. Decided not to take his former coach's advice. A rocket across the middle and a pretty serious auto accident where he was banged up. A running play on first down. That's where the Owls have had a lot of success. It is second down now and 10 for Temple, just shy of midfield. McGann tries to avoid the rush. He can't do it. The heat, but boy, that collapsed in a hurry.
And he's one step away from making a big play, too, because everybody in the Penn State defense was going outside, and just a terrific job by John Bronson on the outside, the junior from Kent, Washington.
Penn State University. Long yardage to make for McGann, looking for the first down. This is another tough home opener for Penn State. Last year, Central Florida not decided until late in the second half. That one up for grabs. That one is picked off.
That's the break they needed, Jim.
It's Lawrence Wade inside the Penn State 15-yard line for a field goal right now. Washington's the quarterback running the football. Washington still loose inside the Penn State. Washington averted one tack to help out perhaps. McGann looks for the touchdown to the end zone. Incomplete. Sets up 4th and goal.
Up on the outside, pretty good throw to the outside. He gives the opportunity to the offensive receiver to come down with the football, eBay, but he does not come down with the football. That's because 21, the sophomore out of Rochester, New York, in perfect position for the Nittany Lion defense.
7 would have been nice for Temple, but 3 about 25 yards out.
He missed it.
Oh my gosh. 2 missed field goals today by Temple, and that is huge.
Only down 4 points.
Probably going to change Temple's philosophy if it gets inside the red zone again. In the meantime, it's Scott carrying the offensive line, and of course the tailback situation. Who's going to be the man? Scott carrying the ball again, but the fact remains.
Personal foul against the defense. It's a 15.
That wasn't the call.
No, wouldn't have been a good one. Quarterback keeper for Michael Robinson. Here goes Michael, high-stepping his way into a first down for Penn State.
Shows great athleticism when he gets to the corner. When he gets on the edge, he can make people miss, and he does a nice job, just like a running back would, following his blocking perfectly down the field.
Kind of like that old Buddy Ryan remark. All he does is score touchdowns.
That's right. He's a touchdown maker.
Penn State. The committee's making something happen here. Mills eludes one tackler, kicks it off, and here comes Scott. First down for Penn State. Michael Robinson keeping the ball to the near side and trying to read the defense, and the defense up to the task at about the quarterback. Bad snap. Robinson picks it up, tries to make something go, and instead he is from half the football field. This one considerably shorter. It is Penn State 10 and Temple 3, and a little breathing room for back on offense. Penn State goes, and excellent field position for this drive. Mills looks to keep the football, and Mills got a couple. How about a conference opener to begin your season? Little unusual, so which wasn't thrilled about that. Here's Austin Scott, and Austin Scott has been bragged about.
Wearing white jerseys because 22 eluded 3 or 4 guys to the outside. Watch the little move right there, back to the inside, and then he accelerates back to the outside. Terrific job by the freshman running back.
If it's tailback by committee right now, he's the head of the committee. A nice hole for them, and have hurt themselves with missed field goals. On the rollout, Mills looking for the end zone.
They need to convert now on 3rd and 11.
So far pretty inefficient, but it's a big play here. Mills looking for the sidelines, and that one incomplete from Jen. An important one for a 2-possession lead. But he is wide right. Penalty flag on the play.
Running into the kicker.
5 yards closer for Robbie Gold to make it 13-3 Penn State. So a penalty flag against the Temple Owls after the play.
With a big play.
And if you're the Owls, you need to answer what Penn State did just moments ago. McGann operates from the shotgun, and just a short little dump pass. Good for Temple will host Villanova at Lincoln Financial next week. McCann trying to get something going, and there's still a lot of time left in the football. Very methodical. No panic so far because there is a lot of time remaining. And off the fake, no toss for McGann. He is sandwiched by LaValle up front and linebacker people here, and Chisley able to do the Penn State defense proud with a tackle.
Yeah, beautiful spot.
It is 3rd and 10. Temple's got to get to midfield. Can McGann do it? Close. So the Lions protect a 10-point lead in this football game. Only one touchdown. That came in the first half. Mills to Tony Johnson. Good chance to get the tailback some work, and that's Austin Scott, and he has to take
one and a lot of runs to the right, and there's a reason why.
There's Michael Robinson looking for the first down mark, and he's got that, and he has got more. Look at number 12 take off. Michael Robinson inside the Temple 20-yard line.
And the thing about it, we've seen the freshmen run and maybe get ahead of their blocking. Watch 12, Michael Robinson. The hesitation right there, and then the burst of speed to the outside. Once he knows he has leverage on the corner, the great hesitation to let his blockers do their job so I can do mine. Right there, there's the hesitation. He stops everybody in a white jersey. Then he knows he's got the burst to the outside.
How about 53 yards for Michael Robinson? Zack Mills says, hey, I'm going to get some
for 88. That's a pretty good statistic.
Looking to add some more. Here's Austin Scott trying to spin off a tackle. John picked up on this drive. First man through. Who else? The big fullback. Nope. You know, his the loyalty from these guys here means a lot. Everybody for Penn State.
Perfect time.
A lot of clock.
Yeah, perfect time for play action here.
Instead, it's McHugh for a touchdown, and that should do it for Penn State.
Down at ground level, watch the kick-out block right there. Huge hole off the left side. Terrific job by Casey Williams, the tight end, number 93, on the down block, and McHugh goes right off of his tail. Nice block on the inside, too. 67, Levi Brown, the redshirt freshman, again. Then McHugh carrying into the end zone. I played college football at Pitt, and I got to see a lot of highlights of Bill Freilich and a lot of pancakes, and he invented it, and that was done by Levi Brown and Casey Williams right there to keep Penn State from bringing the heat to the kitchen.
Penn State limiting Temple to without a score. Secondary's not done a bad job either on Phil Goodman. Temple having to go without a huddle and needing to go quickly. And again, throws over the middle. Ball is caught by Cobb as quickly as possible here. They'll need 3 scores to have a chance. McGann looking for Cobb. Overshoots him at the 25 of Penn State. Countless amount of guys, John, say, hey, you're going to go to Penn State. What about Penn State? So, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal where I grew up. Off the fake. It's intended for Cobb, and he's got it. And it's a first down for
teams that are going to be around in the Big East, and they just didn't do enough to get it over the top. I mean, Mike escapes there and makes a great play, great individual effort, and gets a first down
from the Penn State 3. It's Fenton, and for the first time today, the Owls are into the end zone. Touchdown.
Go back to the ground game that had worked so well. Austin Scott finished with 69 yards and put his 37th win.
Follows McHugh. First down 30. Scott to the 25, and down he goes at the 25. Nittany Lions, 40-yard attempt. Robbie goal. Put down by Chris Gander. The kick by Robbie is on its way, and that kick is gone.
So the Nittany Lions start off on the right foot with a perfect blend of experience and youth.